Good afternoon and welcome back to Lethbridge, Canada for the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship 2017. Everyone's chasing down points for the Olympic Games next year. Only 7 spots available with 39 teams competing for them. Needless to say, we get quite a lot of excitement and drama. And this afternoon on the broadcast we'll have Spain taking on Switzerland in Group E. My name's Sander Elvag and I'm joined by curling superstar Sarah Anderson. Good afternoon.
Good evening, Sander.
Let's take a look at how the teams stack up in Group E. Switzerland only team undefeated at 3-0, Russia 3-1, Spain 2-1, and we have New Zealand at 2 wins, 2 losses. Slovakia as well with 2 wins and 2 losses. Slovenia at 1-3, and it's Romania at the very bottom at 0-4. As we take a look at the lineups for the teams. For Spain, we have Gonçalo Garcia and Erantzu Garcia, and the coach, very familiar, Brendan Botcher.
For the Switzerland lineup, the male player, we have Martin Rios. The female player is Jenny Perret, coached by Laurence Bidot.
Run us through the rules of the game, Sarah.
Yeah, some different ones here. In mixed doubles, the teams consist of 1 female and 1 male player. At the beginning of each end, there's a pre-position stone for each team. The teams have 5 stones instead of the usual 8, and the games are 8 ends long with 22 minutes of thinking time for each team. In mixed doubles, there's also 1 player throws the first and last, and the other player throws the middle 3 rocks. But the players are actually allowed to switch positions in between ends. And a key rule in mixed doubles is that you cannot take out your opponent's rock until the 4th played stone. And one time a game, each team has the option to use the power play when they do have the hammer. We'll see that later in this game.
Well, thank you so much, Sarah. And there you see the pre-position stones on the center line as we enter field of play. Spain playing the red stones. Switzerland will throw the yellow. And with a good shot challenge by Jenny Perret and Martin Rios, they pick up the hammer. And it will be Spain to throw the very first stone. And throwing that first stone is Erantzu Garcia, playing rocks 1 and 5 for Spain today. And this will be the out turn. Come around. And I've been trying to learn from you, Sarah, this week. And I think we're looking for this to be somewhere around top 4 or even completely frozen. Am I right?
Exactly. You're getting the hang of it, Sander. Looks like this is looking pretty good. Just trying to bite the top button. Good shot there. She's actually quite experienced here at World Mixed Double Championships. This is her 9th time competing here.
Jenny Perret plays stones 1 and 5 for the Swiss team. We'll just look to follow the red stone down. Try and stay on top. Maybe even tap things around a little bit here. Rios trying to hold the line for her. Just over curling a tad. We'll have our first look at Gonçalo Garcia playing his 3rd consecutive World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship.
Just watching it there.
Yeah, usually means it's a little heavy and it will slip all the way through the house, actually. And when you only throw 5 stones, you can't really afford to throw any rocks away like that.
Yeah, pretty crucial for each stone seems even more important here in mixed doubles compared to men's and women's curling because you don't have many stones to help you out in the end.
Martin Rios is actually half Spanish. His dad is from Spain, although he's born and raised in Switzerland. Has represented Spain at the international level of curling, alongside Antonio de Molinedo at the European Curling Championships. They were in the A group back in 2008. Also a former World Mixed Doubles Curling Champion.
Yeah, I believe that was in 2012.
Yep, in Erzurum, Turkey. With a different partner though. But teaming up with Jenny Perry has been proving fruitful so far.
Yeah, I believe this is her first World Mixed Doubles appearance.
And that's a good shot there by Gonçal, making up for the previous mistake. Puts it right in the pocket. Comes ever so close to the guard.
Corner freeze,
But leaves that in a very tricky spot for the Swiss.
Yeah, that one's gonna be hard to get rid of.
So een beetje hoger is toch ook goed, oder?
Ja.
It is Switzerland line 2 for the moment.
Richtig is goed. Ja, vast. Kom maar, Lengie. Richtig is super. En dan
Lengie out. Lengie is zo, sehr goed. Hè?
Wow. Tip. Oh, oh. We zijn nog niet droog. We zijn nog niet droog.
Looking to sit on the corner here of the red stone top 4, and will do so.
Really nice sweep there.
No, pero darle un pequeño golpe para que salga esta, ¿eh?
Pero no mucho.
No, como ahora.
Un pelín más, sí. ¿Cuánto ha sido?
See if they can bump this one up a bit.
Irán,
¿Qué?
¿cuánto ha sido?
No, no he cogido.
Justo veo un pelín.
Tiene que ser la fuerza de ahora. ¿Cómo
Igual.
va?
The left-handed player, Gonçal.
Atento.
This would be his out turn, looking to snag a piece of his own red and
Atento.
tap it up in the pocket.
Perdón.
Just barely gets to it. Good enough to move the Yellowstone up, so it is Spain now eyeing for a second shot.
Oké, snel.
Hier, wees zo niet.
Irán.
Nou, daar erop
Pero
zitten.
está un pelín más justo de línea. Está un pelín más abierto.
Even blijven. Daar zeker.
Seems to be two options for Switzerland here. Either come around the out turn,
Zes zoveel.
Ja,
make a play under our top yellow, or just come off the winger.
This is shot.
Yeah, my first thought was the hit and roll off the one in the 8 foot, but that does leave Spain with the opportunity to hit that yellow into the red, into the possible ones in the button.
Ja, maar
Yeah, I think you always want to try and keep control of the top of the forefoot. If you could ever maybe make a play here and try and squeeze that red second shot off of your own shot.
Nu.
nu
Nope, out in the open.
Het zijn er nog drittel.
I probably will see some weight here.
Knap haal.
Looking to catch up a half the rock here.
1-9.
We'll see. He's hoping to basically catch their own shot stone as thick as possible here to redirect it sideways and not just jamming onto the back rock. Gets past the guard here and does make that happen. Spins it out to the side, and Switzerland lines 3. Great shot by Martin Rios.
Really nice shot there.
See how it catches a piece of that second shot and then just spins out sideways. Just as planned. So Spain in a bit of trouble here. They're down to their last stone. And I believe the call is to just put another stone into the forfeit. Maybe even just freeze on the back yellow on the forfeit.
Big shot here.
Her weight on the first throw of the end was perfect. That was on the out turn. Coming down on the in turn here. Bit of a panic sweep here early on. Getting ever so close to the guard. Just past it, but not sure if it's going to have enough legs to get to the forfeit. No. And Switzerland will have a draw to score 4. Just a little bit shy on weight, but maybe the line also the bigger problem here.
Yeah, that new path there.
Last stone of the first end. Switzerland after a great start. Should be scoring 3, but with a good draw. Could be 4. Jenny Perry on the in turn. Martin Rios calling it a little bit heavy. Could be going for the option of coming off the red stone on the side of the forfeit. Maybe not. Weight definitely coming down here. And it's actually not going to get past the redstone top 8, so maybe just a bit slower coming down that path. So Iranzu coming up short, Jenny Perry as well, so will only be 3 for Switzerland, but still a good start for them. But we have a long ways to go here this afternoon. 7 ends left in the game. Stay tuned.
Jetzt.
Jenny Perry will start the second end.
Is lang. Knapp voorbij.
Martin Rios saying this is just past the red stone, back 4. It will come up a little heavy and tap the redstone to the back 8. Might make this end a little more open. Definitely allows a little more room for Spain. Opens up the scoring area.
Línea bien, solo fuerza. Oh. Línea muy bien, solo fuerza. Sí.
Gonçal liking the line here.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Freeze.
Pretty nice draw there.
Yeah, looking pretty good for Spain with the spread reds there. Looks like the Swiss will try to freeze down here, just because it's just past that T line.
Achtung, zieh gleich richtig.
Hinter 12. Tapt weit, hä?
Wow, ist noch nicht drauf.
Wo sind wir?
Muss ja
Wo sind wir?
Muss Görle. Görle! Hey!
Go, go, go.
Well, just going to tap it up to the back 8. So again, keeping it elbow open as we have a look at coach for Team Switzerland, Laurent Bidot, silver medalist from the '02 Olympics. Just losing out to Rona Martin back then. And she's
¿Qué fuerza vas a tirar?
just spotted our camera.
¿Qué fuerza vas a tirar? Espera, tranquilo, ponte tranquilo. Gol.
Tip, tip. Whoa. Tip. Tip. Whoa. Tip. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, nice double here.
Tip, tip.
Spills both yellows to light 3.
Really nice there. Taking out the first and second shot
Pensaba que iba a acabar más
to lie 3. Very nice.
I think team coach Brendan Botcher will approve that. The World Junior Champion from 2012. What kind of music do you think he's listening to?
Maybe some Canadian bands.
Rush,
Weinig weniger.
Justin Bieber.
Shania Twain. Maybe just sounds of the ocean. Martin Rios. Looking for a little hit and roll here. Off the shot stone, doesn't quite roll enough. So Spain will try to do the same here. Try and make the hit and roll undercover.
Looking good. Possibly score their 3 or 2 here.
I think you have to make sure to get a tiny roll in underneath here. Because Martin Rios, very good with the upweight shots as well. Don't want to leave a double for him.
Tip, tip, tip. Whoa. Tip. Whoa. Tip. Tip. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sounds pretty close anyway.
Whoa.
Does make the hit and stick, but leaves it in the open.
Kan dat al gewoon rollen? Ja, is ook goed.
Talking about the 2 options here, they're running it back into that pile or to hit and roll under the center. I personally like going for the double. Eliminate a few rocks.
No los hace. Vamos a
Moet hij ha? Nu viertel.
comerte la guardia.
Ya, eso sí.
Looking for about 3/4 of this rock.
Ja, is goed, is goed.
Don't think you can get all 3 going. That middle red would probably just jam and stick around. Maybe over curling here. Just about.
Spain with the opportunity. Get one hidden under
under
the center.
Sí, no me estoy avisando.
Einfach in zijn rol dürfen wir nicht zu fest wischen, finde ich. Auf diese Seite raus schauen.
Espera un poco antes de tirar, espera. A ver, date un poco más de hielo, me da igual que se quede abierta.
Sí.
Vale. Vuelve a levantar, Gon.
Gonzalo has a
Prefiero que se quede abierta.
big chance
yo
to
también.
capitalize here
No queremos
for
un
Team
break.
Spain.
¿Qué?
Porque sí,
tiene que
tenemos
hacer el
abierta.
triple, me da
Sí.
igual, pero que lo haga.
Suave. Línea bien. Fuerte. ¡Wow! 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 ¡Sip! ¡Sip! ¡Wow! 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 ¡Wow!
Oh, this one coming up mighty heavy, back 12.
Era bastante fuerte.
Mucho.
Does lie 3, but chance for Switzerland to kill the end. Question is, do you just want to play the freeze or try and get rid of 1 or 2 reds? Maybe you just play the nose hit on the shot stone. That way you kill 1 red stone and stay frozen.
Aussen ist safe, dass 2 gehen. Oder?
I have a couple options here. I think they're going with your last call there,
Oder
with
wir
hitting
könnten
it
Freeze
nose.
spielen. Aber ich glaube, es würde jetzt auch nicht.
Nice, das ist schlecht.
Ich meins, ja, es ist halt noch ein Mühe mehr. Für 8, oder?
Ja.
Hallo?
Ja?
Gut.
Achtung!
Lots of weight here.
Carla!
Nein, nein, ist gut.
Gut, merci.
Very good shot. Not sure if you could do a whole lot more than that. Makes a double. And Jenny Perry shows off her upweight shots as well. So down to the last stone. Spain will have a chance to score 2 after a good end.
Schau, dass man ein bisschen oben runter kann mit der Länge. Die ersten 2.
This is a good opportunity to really practice the draw weight. It's the whole house to draw to.
Fuerte. Es fuerte, Gon.
Try to get right to the tee.
Well, just a little bit of sweeping is always a good sign here. Just nicely coming down onto the forefoot. So that will be 2 points for Spain. And they claw back, still trailing, however, by 1. Switzerland leads it 3-2 after 2 ends of play.
Tenía que ser 95 así, de hoja a hoja ha sido 14-2.
Se va bien, ¿eh?
Línea no.
The ends certainly fly by in mixed doubles curling. Already in the 3rd end here, and lots of action so far. Lots of points scored. As Iranzu Garcia is looking for a draw to stay on top of the yellow, but comes up heavy. Just hangs on back 12, allowing Switzerland to come around and sit 2 behind the center guard.
Pero bueno, al final ha caído bastante también, o sea que si llegar más suave.
Yeah, after there's a miss in mixed doubles, it's really crucial if the opponents can follow it with a make, and it's really shows the better teams how they can capitalize off of misses.
En dan veel plaats.
Kanonik, schwimmen nog hoog.
Not really touching this one though. Now trying to sweep it past, I think, and onto the back red, just not to leave too big of a pocket. So missed opportunity. Didn't capitalize, like we discussed. It's a chance for Spain to play that freeze again.
Aunque dejes una en Fortnite, tiene buena luego esto.
Coge tiempo, ¿vale? Irán, coge tiempo.
Sí.
Big game for Spain. Don't want to lose here. They'll end up at a 2-2 record
Sí. Wow, wow. Solo sí.
alongside New Zealand and Slovakia.
Línea perfecta. Wow, wow. Wow. Wow, sí.
¡Wow!
Only 7 teams in this group. All the others being 8, 39 teams in the competition, divided by 5 groups. The best 3 teams from each group will progress to the playoffs, plus the best 4th place team. Makes up a total of 16.
And the competition starts all over again.
Yeah,
Okay.
pure knockout rounds as well. And of course, the better you do, the better you're ranked in the round robin stage. The weaker of an opponent you will play in the playoffs.
Hoeveel?
Tiene que ser unos 7.
Sí,
Ja,
pero
dan
4 días.
scoren we daar.
Prefiero que tengan abierto este lado porque le hace todo ya.
Dan kan ik het stiel geven.
Este lado.
Oder? Nou, maar zijn kort afval.
Línea bien, solo fuerza. Limpia, Ira, limpia. Wow. 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 Va sola. Acábala. Wow, wow. Wow. Sí. Ah.
Looking for the short run. Long double.
Well, you can see how just peeling the center guard really opened things up for Switzerland.
Yeah, instead of trying to freeze in there like we've seen lots of teams do. Now with this deep guard, really nice opportunity.
Yeah, I think less chance of giving up a steal, at least. Definitely safer. Let's see if Martin Rios can make the double here. One and two. Jams in the back, but good effort.
And moves it off the back button there.
¿Pero por qué lo quieres ir?
Por esto.
Leaves the shooter top 12.
Aquí.
Sí. Es que sí, sí, aquí hicieron.
It's hard to do much better there.
Tienes que dar.
Switzerland will be lying one after that. And Spain will try and come around that stone top 12, and they'll have a couple of catchers in the back 8.
Ayuda.
They're on it right away.
Sí.
Sí, sí, sí. Fuerte. Fuerte.
Oh, just gonna wreck on the top stone there. Leaves it shot stone position,
Ja, 11 is goed.
but accessible for Switzerland.
¿Eh?
Te he dicho que era que sí.
¿Qué dices?
Que sabía que era que sí.
Ya, ya. Es que justo la hombre se dio.
Maar dat is training voor 11.
Nice to get a little roll under here.
Achtung! Tia! Tia! Spel! Go!
Tia!
Well, does get a tiny bit of a roll. Hides the inside of that shooter.
Es que esto no se puede hacer. ¿Por qué pasa esto? Hay que meter una segunda amarilla ahí. Una segunda roja.
A couple of yellows to worry about for Spain.
And if they
Es que
do
si
go
lo
off
haces, te
that
quedas
one
con
on the
dos,
center
pero-
line, there is that jamming
Aunque sea,
possibility
haz así.
in the back 8.
And that is why they are looking for
Aunque
the
sea
double
quitar-
takeout on the top ones.
I think that would be the safer call.
Sí, hombre, así.
There's a chance of a jam on this
Iran?
one too, though. If you never
8,5.
don't make contact with the
9 y
back yellow,
medio.
9,5.
might run the top one right onto the red stone. Would be easy to keep that in mind sitting in the hack
Me
and
está dando mucho.
maybe just throw it all
Es un
too wide
9,5.
Sí, pero
and
aún
straight
así,
jam it.
por ahí
Definitely
no
going
iba
for
muy
nose
rectas en
here.
la práctica.
Ya.
¡Sí! ¡Wow! ¡Wow!
Interesting how he came in and swept this.
Oh, ends up slashing it instead, actually.
¡Sí!
No puedo barrerla,
But,
Yanchu.
doesn't quite work out for them.
Vale.
2 yellows
Is dat ook gewoon?
in around the
Martín,
12th
Martín,
hit.
que os queda una piedra.
Sí, no, pero se ha tocado.
Ah, perdón.
And caught their back red
Pensaba que
there.
la iba recogiendo, sí, sí, perdón. Pensaba que estaba recogiendo ya, Allen.
Goeie naar de voet. Weet je wat, gewoon net ervoor.
Stani, oder was?
Not,
Ja, was du willst.
not the easiest shot for 3 here.
Am meisten braucht alles so wenig.
Voor 11.
Sí, pero ha tirado.
Ja.
The Yellowstone back 12 is a bit of a nuisance. Would love to try and make a hit and roll, stick the shooter for 3, but
No creo.
Es que aunque haga gitano,
sometimes you might just throw this a little bit safe, get your 2.
Treffen sind es 2, oder?
Mitte.
Interesting to see what kind of weight she comes with here. Coming with the intern, so it will be a bit of a new spot on the ice for
Ja, de
them.
mitte is goed.
Intern
Kom
off the
in,
center.
De mitte is goed.
Last stone of the third end, Switzerland, and again with a chance to score 3 here with the hammer. Martin Rios trying to hold the line here, starting to over curl, and will jam it and rolls the shooter, and I think too far. And it looks like Spain will score. Definitely not the tolerance for the shot.
100.
Could have hit that on the center line side for 2. Over curls, stuffs it. Big turnaround, and with that, it's a tied game after 3 ends of play.
Línea bien. Solo fuerza. Sí. Wow, wow, wow.
¡Ayuda!
Spain were let off the hook there in the third end.
Yeah, swing of 4 points there.
Yeah, that could prove crucial. Tied game, and this time Iranzu Garcia makes a butte.
Great way to start the end there. Setting a good tone for the rest of their 4 rocks.
Well, when your opponent might be a little bit upset, it's always good to start making shots, try and discourage them even more.
Yeah, with the momentum, I think, is in Spain's hands.
Carla!
Wees goed. Kom
Net
op.
Carla!
A little heavy here, but I think they are just trying as much as they can to tap up to the stones here and free up the red. They do that, but I would have liked to leave the shooter in front of the tee line.
Creating a little of a pocket there for Spain.
Por eso sí, tiene que ser más suave.
¿Eh?
Tiene que ser mucho más suave.
Te ha tocado un pelín la amarilla. Nos ha cogido 408.
Sí.
Vale, de fuerza la tengo bien.
Línea bien. Sí, sí, línea. Wow, wow, solo fuerza. Sí. 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 Solo fuerza. Sí. Wow, wow. 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 Wow.
Vale,
A
está
little
bien.
disagreement there on the sweep call.
Yeah, I think Gonçal was afraid of it over curling, but Iranzu just wanting it a little bit closer
¿Cuánto ha sido?
to the forefit.
401. Aquí estamos dentro.
This is another sibling pair we've seen this week. Got a few brother-sister pairs out there in world mixed doubles.
Tenía que ser más que esa amarilla.
Sí, pero bueno, pero es que está haciendo ya mucho porque...
I think again we'll see Switzerland just peel the center guard. Worked out for them in the third end. They had a great chance to pick up some points. Just simplifies things, and I think this is a call that many teams, well, not necessarily ignore, but they forget that it's an option.
Yeah, you see a lot of teams there throwing that freeze to the one on the back button. Or, I mean, they don't even go for the straight peel, but they go for the run. So I'm really liking this call by the Swiss team. I think it simplifies it and gives them more options with the second half of the rocks here in this end.
Es que era un drive touch overcurl. Es que una guardia, pero la guardia te va a hacer un mogollón de overcurl.
Just less of a risk, giving up a big steal as well.
Es que prefiero ese lado porque ya he tirado varias y sé cómo va.
Come off to a bad start in mixed doubles. Might as well peel the guard and try and make sure you have a shot to score your single.
Yeah, not letting things get too messy. Like you said, remembering that they can hit.
Vale, que no llega.
¿Ayuda?
No.
Línea bien. Wow, wow, wow. Tienes que acabarla. ¿Sí? ¡Sí! ¡Acábala! ¡Fuerte!
Trying to replace the guard here. Just wanting to curl a tad more. Doesn't quite get there. And the redstone top 8 is almost fully open.
I think this would be a good time for them to go for it.
De high side treffer, scheiße.
Martin Rios saying if you hit the high side on this one, it's not good.
Ga zo hoofdtoe.
Yeah, error on the pro side, which would be getting rid of the guard.
Squad.
So I think they're maybe running the guard this time.
Muss ich den haben? 3/4. Halt!
I can see how he could be timid with that out turn hit, but
Lieber zu dünn, gell?
it's they don't make this here, I don't know. It's giving Spain the opportunity just to put a better guard on.
There's a chance if you slash it, you might just jam it on the yellow, on the forfeit. But makes a pretty nice one here. Obviously leaves the guard up front, but if they ever choose to play the run once more, they'll be running in a yellow stone.
For Team Spain, this is really important to keep it in front of the tee line here, so they don't just create a pocket for the Switzerland team to come and just freeze right on them.
Voy a necesitar ayuda.
Little switch there.
Oh, doesn't quite get it far enough, and this could just be a chance for Switzerland now to make a play on the shot stone. Could be lying two with that.
It is nice that Spain was able to outcount that one in the back 8-foot.
Really important for Martin Rios here to get to nose even inside. Don't want to catch this one on the high side and I'll leave a hit and roll or possible double for Spain. As you can see from this point of view, not easy getting to nose, so needs to keep the weight down here.
Doesn't seem very happy with it.
Oh no, it's a hog line violation. You see the red blinking lights. Means he hasn't been able to let go of the rock before the hog line. Let's see if we can have a closer look at it. This is something we don't see very often. So maybe just a bit of a lingering release here. Yeah, kept the finger on it, just a split second too long. Oh, that could prove crucial.
Yes, here was Spain, their last shot. Lock one on there, and Switzerland might be in a little trouble.
Yeah, if you just freeze the inside of your own shot stone here. I'm not 100% sure if Switzerland can score.
Yeah, that'd be pretty perfect.
Línea es perfecta, solo fuerza tuya, solo. Wow, fit, línea. Wow, wow. Fit, wow, wow. Fit, fit. Fuerte, fuerte.
Looks pretty close. And that's a very nice draw by Ransu Garcia. Gets it half tuck in behind that red stone, top 8. And you can see how if Switzerland would ever make a play on it, it will jam onto the yellow side of the forfeit.
85. Las tuyas van un poco más lentas que las mías siempre.
Yeah, great teamwork there.
Big sweep. It's all worth it when you make it there. I'm not sure how you score here, Sarah.
Yeah, I might have to just come with that intern draw and just try to cut them down. Try to bite the button, you think? Oh.
Well, playing the run back, which I think is the only shot for a score. Pretty tough one though. Looking close. And look at that, great shot by Jenny Perry. Wow. Very, very nice.
Game changer there.
Looked like a certain steal, but Jenny Perry makes a beautiful run back, spills all the reds, leaves that yellow sitting shot stone, and the Swiss will score one here after 4 ends of play. They're up by 1. Halftime break. Stay tuned for some highlights, and a few minutes we'll have the rest of this exciting game. Lots of action in the first 4 ends here between Spain and Switzerland. Already in the first end, it's Jenny Perry with a chance to score 4, but her draw just coming up a bit short. Still 3 points up on the board though for the Swiss. Good start.
Wat denkt, voor de gaan we er alleen uit.
In the second end, Spain with a chance to claw back, lying one before the last rock here. Finds the forfeit with her draw in Ansu Garcia. That's a score of 2. Still trailing Switzerland by 1. Spain steals one in the third end to tie the game up. And they were looking good for a big steal in the fourth end as well, until Jenny Perry makes an amazing run back to spill all the reds. Leaves Switzerland scoring 1, and that's the score at the halftime point. 4-3 in favor of the Swiss. And you'll see the percentages here. Pretty close. You see the Swiss maybe struggling just a little bit with their draws, but they made some very nice hits so far. It's been a pretty good game. Quite a few good shots made, and we'll expect to see more of the same for the next 4 ends. And it does look like we're pretty close to get this 5th end started. Jenny Perry has been a little off on her draw weight. So we'll just need to correct that a wee bit.
Maybe starting here.
Yeah, just taking some of the weight off, obviously. Martin Rios having to sweep this all the way down. Weight's pretty good, but ends up over curling. Makes it a lot easier for Spain to tap this one back without touching their own red. Might just be a corner freeze here from Spain.
Yeah, they'll be able to use that later in the end, possibly.
Yeah, I'd rather keep your shooter top 4 here than overthrow it and slip off and roll to the back of the house. It does look a little bit hot, so it will come onto their own red, back 4. Gives up control at the top of the house. Switzerland with a chance to come down.
The Swiss Curling Association has done very well in some of the past Olympics and Worlds. They have 10,000 registered curlers in their country with over 150 clubs. So very prevalent sport in Switzerland.
Yeah, also picking up 4 gold medals at the World Mixed Doubles. The first 2 ones in 2008, 2009, and then again in 2011. And Martin Rios' gold in 2012. They're the most successful nation in World Mixed Doubles curling. We also have Russia and Hungary with 2 gold medals each.
Had a nice freeze there by Martin. Little corner freeze.
Sí, sí, línea. Sí. Ojo. Solo fuerza, Irán. Solo fuerza. Línea bien. Sí. Sí. ¡Fuerte! ¡Fuerte! ¡Oh!
Está bien, está bien.
Nice shot there by Gonzalo. Placing theirs in the top 4, a very control spot for Spain.
Niet weniger iets, Kaal. Einfach das Gleiche wie vorhin, nicht weniger.
Das Gleiche.
Das Gleiche. Sicher nicht weniger, der Garlington schon. Zwei, ja?
Calling out 2. The number 2, which would mean a halfway guard.
Jenny had Martin on it right away for line.
Looks a little deeper than that, so maybe 2 meaning something different. Teams having different ways of communicating their weight. The most usual one being numbers 1 through 10 from the hog line to the back line. Splitting it up into 10 zones.
Yep, that's what my women's team uses. It's a very easy way to communicate. Where do you think the rock's going to land?
Aunque vaya un pelín abierto puedo hacer esto.
Por eso. Y si vas cerrado, abrimos la guardia.
Vale.
¿De dónde te quieres dar? ¿Aquí?
No, no, mucho más, Irán, más, más. Ahí, sí.
Tiene que ser aquí, yo creo, ¿eh?
No.
going to try to tap their red up here.
Gon, ten en cuenta que no podemos perder esta piedra de largo de white.
¿Qué?
Es mejor que abras la guardia.
Ya, no, sí.
Por eso que no te des mucho hielo, no se puede perder de largo.
¿Cuántas era de antes?
4.
Sí. Sí. Wow. Sí. Sí. ¡Fuerte! Wow. Sí. Wow.
Very close.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Yellow might still be shot.
Está bien.
Swiss Martin Rios indicated it. A very nice shot there by the Garcias.
No, it's fine. Das más, sí,
Looks like Switzerland will just throw another guard here.
Se le a esa fuerte y aunque tocarla solo un poco, ¿no? Aunque usó un hack para que la mía no se vaya muy fuera.
Tampoco está mal hacer.
Ziel richtig! Ziel! Wo sind wir?
1 bis 2.
It's calling out 2 this time too. And it does end up like a guard, so.
You just misjudged that last one.
Ja.
I wonder if there's a chance for Spain to lie 2 here. Come off the Yellowstone
Sí, no voy a barrer.
side of the forefoot. Roll onto their red stone, top of the button. Tap it back onto the yellow shot stone.
¡Dame un pelín más!
Probably jam on the back red, but could set them up for a possible 2 on their next one.
Yeah, hopefully just gain some rocks moving here.
Playing is surprisingly heavy, so looking to open up things a little bit. Does make contact, rolls the shooter up and out.
Calling the sweep with no sweepers.
And it's funny how Gonçal was yelling sweep and Iranzu was yelling whoa. Disagreeing on the sweeping.
Really?
With no sweepers. I assume it means they were close.
Du bist.
Got to catch that a little bit thinner, I think, to keep the shooter in the top 4.
Pues entonces había que mover eso porque así que dejabas a Swift hasta dejarla abierta todos los otros, o sea, no puedo cubrir los dos.
Welche Seite ist jetzt schwieriger?
Quite a few reds there, though. Remember that Spain does have the last one advantage here.
Also ich würde einfach eine zurück.
But yeah, that back 4-foot yellow
Ah, ja, nein,
is looking pretty tough to get out of there right now.
Guard ist gut.
I think the shot available for Spain right now is to run the top yellow back onto the red, try and spill both yellows. And I think Switzerland will try and take that shot away. Although I'm forgetting that there's a couple of guards up front, so scratch that.
I think both draws are there possibly to come and just tap their own red, so maybe they're going to come and try to guard that.
Richtig ist gut. Ziel gleich.
I believe you're right, Sarah.
2.
Oh!
It's looking pretty good. Just want it to stop curling.
And you see the guards up front there.
Was ist?
Ja, wir wissen ja auch nicht, sie haben gesagt, wir machen Guard und dann gebe ich ab und dann sagst du, hast du kurz nur Guard.
Das, was du angezeigt hast mit deinem Pass, ist der Verweis.
Ja, aber dann ist die Linie dran.
Need to bite the button.
Venga, la tienes.
Isn't the in-turn draw even easier than the out-turn? There's more room.
Yeah, I think I would definitely go with the in-turn draw here.
Just surprised they were guarding the other side, Switzerland.
Vale, fuerzas.
Sí, línea.
But last one of the fifth end here, Spain definitely scoring one.
¡No la línea!
Very tough draw here to score two.
¡Sí! ¡Sí!
Big sweep, I believe
Whoa! Whoa!
they've lost this one already. Seen that a few times on the in-turn coming this way. Maybe a little frostier on the board side of the arena. So only the one for Spain. Good enough to tie up the game though. Still very close here after 5 ends of play.
Por eso me han tocado este lado, porque por eso saben que le ha pasado a ella lo mismo en el primer end, a mí también. ¡Ayuda!
Sixth end of play here. The ATV Centre, Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. If you're just joining us, you're listening to myself, Sander Wook, and I'm joined by curling extraordinaire Sarah Anderson.
Good evening. A close game we have here between Spain and Switzerland, 4-4.
Cógeme el guante.
It's only 3:30, Sarah.
Knap voorbij.
Hardly evening.
Sorry.
Yet.
Good afternoon, Sander. Is
In
that
de
better?
nacht, hè.
Blijf dran blijven. Achtung!
Well, I mean, well, if you're a farmer, I can understand how you're
Oh!
getting up at 5 in the morning and going to bed at 7. But we have curling all day today.
Spain's first shot at the end was great freeze here, and they're looking to do the same thing again, just on the inside corner of it. Let's see if they can lock one on here.
And this is already the third session of mixed doubles play today. The first session starting at 8 o'clock in the morning.
¡Ayuda!
Ya
The
estoy muy
last
lejos,
one
tira,
starting at
sigue,
9
sí.
o'clock, so it's very busy, but not for the players. It's probably one of the more relaxed schedules ever had to play at international level. Most teams just play one game a day,
¿Verdad que sí?
but
Es
for
que
the
pensaba que ya
ice
se iba a ir,
makers and the
perdón.
volunteers, it's obviously quite a lot to do, so I think I speak for everyone when I say we all appreciate the efforts being put in by everyone.
Je hebt nog leren online.
Yes, definitely 5 draws a day is definitely a lot for the ice crew. But I think they're doing a great job here. It seems like every team we've talked to is loving the ice.
Seems to be very consistent as well, curling the same, about the same speed.
Nu niet scoren, nu niet scoren.
And even when it's raining here in Lethbridge, doesn't seem to frost up too badly. We even had a bit of snow today. Looked outside my window, I was a little surprised. Because 3 days ago there was more or less spring here. So the weather's shifting.
Sí.
The guard comes
No
off.
sé, ven un poco. No, no, que vengas.
Irán, frisa ahí. Sí.
Discussing to throw a guard here or just try and freeze it into the pocket. I think the latter is the choice.
Sí. Solo fuerza. Sí.
Definitely a double on the two reds as it lies. If you ever missed the guard, Switzerland would probably play it and sit two. So just trying to put the stone in jail here. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, nice placement. Some scores on the other sheets. We have Brazil beating Croatia 10-4. China and Australia have a close game going, tied 4-4. Estonia is losing to Latvia 3-4, and Poland is losing to Korea 1-8. But back on our sheet, Spain and the Switzerland tied 4-4 in the 6th. Some good games going on out there today.
Big weight now from Martin Rios. I think they're still just playing the double that was available earlier. Will make it and keeps the shooter around. So 3 yellows and 1 low, only red stone there. No guards. Good shot by Martin Rios.
Yeah, having Hammer here in the 6th with lane 2, 3, and 4 is pretty scary looking for Spain.
There was a double for Spain on the left-hand
Pero es que si
side.
te quedas aquí, no sé.
Hay que intentarlo,
A little
Irán.
bit risky maybe.
Pero ¿cómo quieres tirar?
No, más hielo.
Coming off the wide yellow here. Could be a little bit risky. Not sure if they'll be able to punch the other yellow all the way out the side door. Could just end up spreading the Swiss rocks. You see, yeah, just like that.
Clever. Leg on dimmer of there.
That was pretty tough to make.
Yeah, I think I'd come with a bit more weight on it.
Squad.
Trying to get that, really punch that yellow one out.
I thought he threw it pretty hard, but obviously you're the big peel expert, Sarah. How hard can you throw it?
Hog to hog. Timed it actually with my team last practice. I think I hit 5.5, 5.3.
You were able to hit something as well?
Did hit the stone I was aiming for, but looking to improve that time. Nice shot there.
Oh, just able to squeak that underneath
And
the L on the wing. And does it hang around? I think maybe just.
Es que hay que intentar esto.
Looks really close out there on the wing. Seeing the shadow onto the paint. Might be there for a measure.
You can see just a tiny, just a sliver of white between the yellow and the 12-foot, but because we're looking at it from the side, I would think it would be in. Didn't really get a good reaction from the Swiss, so we'll just have to wait and see. But no double here for Spain. I think that 2 yellows on the left here, they're way too flat to make them both go.
Big weight here. Interesting to see him to come out and sweep these hits after holding broom.
Makes a hit, rolls out. So definitely a score of 2 available for Switzerland. And they have the whole house to draw to. Nothing we see too often in mixed doubles curling.
Very open end here.
And then we'll find out if that stone is on the rings.
Definitely looks in from this angle.
Yeah, again, you see the sliver of white, but again, we're not directly above the rock. It is the striking bed of the stone that counts, so the widest part of the stone. Last stone here of the 6th end. 2 or 3 for the Swiss.
It's looking pretty good.
Martin Rios having to do some sweeping, but I think it's pretty safe. Comes down here onto the forefoot.
Oh.
And stone's been kicked away. I believe that would just confirm that it is 3. We'll wait for confirmation on that.
Either way, very good in there by the Swiss.
And it is 3.
Go again.
So 7-4 for the Swiss after 6 ends of play. 2 more to go.
Vi spiller også det der med også til.
Yeah.
Den er lang, huh?
Welcome back. The power play is in action here. It is Spain to use their 1 power play allowed per game, and it's Switzerland to play the tick shot off the corner. No hits allowed, but you are definitely allowed to move rocks around. That yellow stays in play, so no violation of the free guard zone or the free rock rule or whatever you might call it. Very nice shot from Jenny Perry.
Yeah, nice that they were able to get their shooter to roll out and hang that one still in the house.
Yeah, some of the discussion around the power play has been if it is a good tool to score multiple, or if it's only really a tool you can use to control ends and make sure you score your single point. For instance, in the 8th end, coming home. Yesterday we saw a score of 3 back-to-back. And China played Korea.
Yeah, we've seen a couple different results from the power play. Interesting call to throw up the guard again. I'd be tempted to throw that one in since they weren't going to be allowed to hit it out yet.
Martin Rios will play the freeze this time. Of course, a tick shot on the guard now would you would be ticking in a Spanish rock. Does over curl, but moves the guard up so that red stone's a little more in the open.
With Spain the opportunity to draw around that yellow rock now.
You see the stats for the guys here this afternoon. Very closely balanced. Just Rios out playing Garcia by 3%. It has been very close all the way through. A couple of key shots here and there.
Fuerza es buena.
Tip. Wow.
Suerte, suerte. Suerte, Irán.
Zip, zip, acábala, acábala. Zip, 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 zip. Está bien.
Just going to sit in time there. Doesn't look like there's an easy double for Switzerland.
Yeah, with how flat that is, it'd be very hard.
Hvor stress is that?
Rios looking at the run back here.
Runback vind ik niet goed graag.
Thinking if he can either just slash it onto the widest of the red and roll the shooter out, keep everything in the open.
I like this call. Gets rid of that corner and possibly eliminate some reds.
See if it is a slash he's looking for, or a straight run, but now the double takeout being called by Rios. It's tough because you're coming quite wide with this one, and then your stone has to bounce back towards the center line. It's going to lose quite a lot of momentum, so needing to throw this very hard to make it. And then you need to punch that second red all the way out the side door.
Lots of weight.
Catches it a little bit thin.
Don't mind that call either. I mean, eliminated the open red rock.
It does leave Spain a chance to come around the guard again and sit two buried. So the 3 definitely in play for Spain.
They'll probably see the run on the next one if they bury it nicely.
That is the risk. Putting all your eggs in one basket. Could come around the wide corner as well here. You'll see Spain call a timeout, so we will see the Alberta born Alberta born Brendan Botcher come out. Lives in Edmonton, so not too far away from Lethbridge, at least in Canadian measures. Quite the big country.
Let's see what he has to say.
Okay. I'm thinking of putting a freeze behind another one here, because that's our kind of corner guard. She thinks we could put one run here or freeze that one, but if they put a freeze tab over there, they kill us the end.
Like, I'm almost 100% sure he's gonna play the run back.
Yeah.
I don't want him to play that run back twice. And if you go around that center one now, he's going to have that run back twice.
No, just one left.
He's got one left.
Dude, that's hard.
Well, but he'll
Yeah.
have one and she'll have one. I think if you draw one over and freeze it over there, they're going to hit it. I think if you give them an open rock, they'll hit it because they're up 3.
Okay,
And then you come around the guard on
the last one.
the last one and just have her make one run back. And if she misses it, you get 3.
Okay.
But if you put it top 12, the rocks are only going to be 2 feet apart. He's going to connect with one of them.
Okay.
And I think they'll just take the bait and hit the open rock anyways.
Okay. Yep.
That's what I would do.
Mitad del forzo.
Nice conversation there.
Date más por si acaso, Gon. No pasa
Yeah,
nada
seems to
porque...
make a lot of sense. Thinking if you come around the yellow guard now, you're allowing Martin Rios, a very good hitter, to play the run. And if he makes the run double, the end is definitely over.
Lo que no queremos es que no se
So,
quede puntuando.
And if you come around the wide corner, there's nothing to hit for Switzerland. It might just force them to play the freeze, and if they make it, and that also really cuts down your scoring area. So just putting this out in the open, just hoping that Switzerland will bite and just play the hit on the open rock, and then come around the guard on your second try, and then it will be down to Jenny Perry to play the run back. And if that's missed, then you have a chance to score 3.
No llega.
But this one, you really wanted to come a little deeper, I think. But leaves it high enough for the double
No llegaba.
to be quite difficult.
Yeah, I think they either had to bring that to the behind the tee or leaving the top 12. It was good communication judge there, that's knowing that they weren't going to be able to get it behind the tee and just leave it high.
This is also a bit of a teaser. Such a skinny double. If you're ever a little bit imprecise, you might just flash it all together. Definitely can't catch it too thick and then jam on the back hill, although you'd be very unlucky to do that. That is the skinny double here from Martin Rios.
Calling sweep right away.
Yeah, maybe all too safe with this throw. He will jam actually on the inside, so quite narrow actually on the line. And I think where that shooter ends up, a bit of a bad spot for Switzerland, because if Spain comes around here top of the 8-foot, that yellow might be protecting the next rock. Might leave a jam for the run back if Jenny Perry ends up playing it.
Important draw here by Spain.
Yeah, could be setting up for a score of 3 here to tie the game.
Needs to be in front of the tee.
looking a tiny bit hot, but coming down here. Needing to curl a tad more. It doesn't quite get there. Maybe just able to hide the inside of it. But it should be... Should definitely be easy for Switzerland to peel one. You see the numbers for the girls this afternoon. Again, very close. Only the 4% difference.
Knapp vorbeigassen ist sogar der Doppel. Aber nicht das Risiko nehmen, einfach safe einen. Okay. Well, dann knapp vorbeigassen.
Just need to hit that on the run back there. A little less than half on the reg, and both reds will go.
I think I honestly just would play this safe here and just catch the red, get one.
With your out turn, yeah.
You give up two, you'll be up one coming home. You can use your power play then and control the end. So instead of being too cute and give up three.
Needs to get by the guard.
Does do that and makes the double. Wonderful shot by Jenny Perry. Going for the tough shot and makes it. Well, when you look at the result, it's hard to argue with the call. Comes very close to that guard though. And she had to make the shot.
Very nice shot there. Really turned that end around for them.
Aggressive call, an aggressive throw as well.
Nice shot.
And now Spain only left with the draw for the single point.
Interesting to see how these power plays play out in these games.
Definitely had the chance to pick up a multiple score, but missed draw by Gonçal. And a nice double by Jenny Perry has denied that. And now the draw for one, coming up way short, just top 12. Steal of 2 for Switzerland. I believe that is it. That will be enough for the Spanish team. Down by 5. That's going to be too hard to come back from, especially considering there's no power play left for them to use.
Yeah.
Well, it was a tight game. Switzerland had, I think, more opportunities than the Spanish team. Didn't quite capitalize every time, but in the end here, they were able to pull it off. And I do believe the stronger side won the game this afternoon. Too bad we didn't get to see an 8th end, but there's more curling action left for today. If you stay around, we'll be able to look at some of the highlights from this game. There's definitely a few of them. And I'll also have a chance to get a few words in with the winning side of Jenny Perry and Martin Rios. Just looking around the ATB Centre. There's a few other games in play. There's one other final score. It was Korea beating Poland 11 shots to 1. Elsewhere, it's Brazil beating Croatia 10 to 5 as they played the 7th end. Australia is up by 2, 6 to 4 over China. And it's very close between Latvia and Estonia, where Latvia has a 1-point lead and last stone as they are coming home. Big game for Estonia, having lost twice already. Can't really afford to give up another loss. Spain plays Switzerland in the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship. First end, there's some big action to be found. Switzerland lying 3, looking to draw to score their 4, but Jenny Perry coming up a little bit short. Still a good start for the Swiss. 3-0 after one end of play. In the second end, Spain does a good job of clawing back as they have a draw for 2. Iranzu Garcia on the end turn, no problems, finds the forfeit. After 2 ends of play, it's 3-2.
No podía ser 70. Tenía que ser 95.
Spain ends up stealing one in the third end to tie up the game. And looking really good for steal in the fourth until Jenny Perry makes an amazing run back, spills all the reds, leaves the yellow lying shot stone. They score a single point and would lead it 4-3 coming into halftime. Another single point for Spain in the fifth end. Takes us to the sixth. No guards in play. Only 2 yellow counters, and a third one being put in there by Jenny Perry means Switzerland will lead it 7 shots to 4. And in the seventh end, Spain coming up short on their draw for 1, giving up a steal of 2, and that would be enough. Switzerland picking up the win, 9 shots to 4. We have Team Switzerland with Sarah Anderson.
Congrats on that win, guys. Very strong showing. Now 4-0 in your pool. What are you looking to do for your last 2 games in the round robin?
We're trying to just play good curling, hopefully a little better than today. It was not easy after 1.5 days off the ice, but we have to come back and find the good weight. We're a little heavy. Just try to play good curling.
Great. How are you finding the ice here? Are you finding it's changing much over the week at all?
I think today it curled a little bit more, but the ice is perfect. The ice is great, and it's just an honor to play in that arena with that ice.
Great. And you guys, first time here together at the Mixed Doubles Worlds. How are you liking mixed doubles compared to your usual men's and women's?
It's just another discipline. It's another game. It's more kind of like a draw weight game, and there's no. Well, it's hard to play defensive, so you got to go for it. And well, I like that. Sometimes, if we are in front, not that much, but that's the game.
Great. Thank you so much, and good luck to the rest of the round robin.
Thank you very much.
Well, more curling action as mentioned today after Spain playing Switzerland. Next up is Japan playing Hungary. So stay tuned for that here in Lethbridge, Canada. For us at World Curling TV, we'll have a short break, but lots more to come.